Spider-Man is a combo god. Now, in the history of Marvel Strike Force, Spider-Man has always been a fairly good character, but wasn't really, properly up there until a few weeks ago, when him and Vision got a massive overhaul, a massive buff to both of the characters, and he is so much more effective, so much more reliable now, and it's really elevated the character to a very high demigod tier status, maybe even god tier in some scenarios, and I think Spider-Man is definitely a character moving forward into the future of the game and the level 65 raids that you've got to have your eye on, because I think there are going to be some fights where Spider-Man is just very, very useful if you need to get out that big, thick damage very, very fast, and that's something that he really, really excels at. It's kind of enabling those characters that have huge damage on their first turn to bring them to an even higher level, and there's so much interesting stuff that I believe that you can do with Spider-Man. However, in today's video, we are going to go over the abilities of Spider-Man, talk about what makes him so great, some potential combos and stuff to keep in mind, and then I'm going to showcase the Blitz team that I use with Spider-Man and how I kind of take full advantage of his defense down ability, which is kind of one of the strongest things that he brings to the table. So yeah, let's have a look. So in terms of his standard basic attack, now I do not have this one fully upgraded yet, so don't have that final level 6 level, but at level 5, it is attack the primary target for 170% damage, plus he has a 70% chance to chain up to one adjacent target for 130% damage, and also has a 40% chance on this to gain evade. Now when you upgrade this even more, it goes up to a 50% chance to gain evade, and if you use the T4 ability materials, it's a 60% chance to gain evade on the special one, which is just absolutely nuts, man. That is absolute insanity. That is so crazy off the standard basic attack, considering when fully upgraded as well from the passive ability, this character has a 35% dodge chance. So he's so annoying, he's so hard to hit. So those characters with, what is that, unavoidable damage, which cannot be evaded, like, are very, very valuable when fighting Spider-Man, and he's such a tricky character to nail down sometimes, and this does make him definitely one of the biggest pain in the asses to fight, so keep that in mind. And his second ability, which is just the incredibly valuable one when it comes to comboing this character with really high value damage characters, is attacks the primary target for 190% damage, but then has a guaranteed chain on of at least 2 adjacent targets for 150% damage, but possibly 3, and also applies defense down to each target for 2 turns. So that is just absolutely crazy. So it's either going to hit 3 or 4 targets, which if you're in Blitz is a good 60 to 80%. It's 3 out of 5 or 4 out of 5 of the enemy team, and makes them take 50% increased damage for 2 turns. Just absolutely nuts. There is an insane amount of value in that, and I think if there is one ability to upgrade on Spider-Man, it's definitely Webslinger. Webslinger is the most powerful one of them all, and really what brings him ahead and makes him such a quick and efficient character for dealing with kind of a good team that you build around him in Blitz. And I'm going to showcase a little bit of what I'm talking about later. And then we have the ultimate as well, which is available on his second turn. So usually when you're playing this character in Blitz or most modes of gameplay, the first turn is defense down, and then the second turn is stun, so you're getting so much value out of those first turns. And then outside of those turns, he's just really, really hard to hit, a massive, massive pain in the ass. But this one attacks the primary target for 440% damage. There is so much damage on there, and they're probably going to have defense down as well, and also will apply stun and slow to the target. So just absolutely nukes them, takes away their next turn, and makes it significantly longer before they have their next turn as well. Just absolutely crazy stuff there. Now, in terms of Spider-Man's passive ability, it's Spidey Sense, which gives him additional dodge chance. Again, there's nothing too special there, but this is just going to make him even more annoying, even more of a pain in the ass to get down. But when you get into level 5 as well, he will also on dodge fill his speed bar by 10%. So overall, this gives the character, because he's a base chance of 5% to dodge, a 30% chance to dodge, and I think I might have incorrectly said 35% toward the start of the video, but it's just 30% overall, because yeah, as you can see at the moment, we got 15% from the passive, and also the base of 5% brings it up to 20% for the character at the moment. Now, in terms of his health, there isn't anything too special. The damage is quite nice there. The crit damage and crit chance, nothing too special there. The speed is 116, which is pretty damn nice. So yeah, in terms of his stats, everything is relatively average, but we don't want to spend too much time crunching the numbers today, ladies and gentlemen, because I'm all about that practical gameplay. Now, I've played this team quite a bit on the channel, and it is a team that I love the most. It is one of my highest win rate teams in terms of Blitz, and has just got, again, even more powerful. I've been playing this team for months now, but especially with the Spider-Man update, and what we're really going to focus on these matchups is kind of the value of Spider-Man and exactly what he is bringing to the table. But I'm just trying to figure out exactly what match I want to go for here. I think I probably want to go for this Crossbones one. Again, we're punching up a lot because we're right at the tail end of the 4x multiplier. So these are some pretty crazy power levels that we're dealing with. And also we're going to talk about how to aim Spider-Man's Special 2 as well, because again, it's got the guaranteed free targets here, so you never want to be targeting people at the back. It always wants to be somebody ideally on the far left or the far right, but here our priority is to get Crossbones down as quickly as possible, so we're going in for that. Let's apply the defense down. We've got it on 3 targets there, so we're also going to nuke Thor after. And what we'll do here is, we're going to use the ultimate on Iron Man. I think that's probably the best value here, because we're going to need to use the single target on Winter Soldier to probably overkill the Crossbones quite a bit there. So yeah, single target. Damn, 45,000 with that absolutely fantastic combo. Winter Soldier is just a champion and character that takes such great advantage of that, and we want to try and wrap up the enemy Spider-Man, so hopefully this one lands. Nice, we've got him all webbed up at the moment, and now we want to take down Thor, and then finish off this Spider-Man, and then we're going to nuke into the Luke Cage here. But as you can see, so much value, man, and the defense down really allowed Gamora and Winter Soldier just to clean up that fight so incredibly well, and also get some great value from the Iron Man's, area of effect. Okay, now we just got to get the Night Nurse down, and then we are on to another match. Let's fire again with Winter Soldier's ultimate, but Winter Soldier and Gamora, man, you can just line up some proper sick turns with this one. I've also heard of people using Crossbones as well when it comes to Spider-Man, and especially if you've got a fairly limited roster and if you're in the early game, I can see that being a very, very effective combination to run as well. But for the next one, I think we'll go for this Luke Cage. So we've got 2 tanks here. We've got Luke Cage, we've got Captain America, and our priority is to dispatch of Rocket Raccoon, Hawkeye, and Quake as quickly as possible. But I think do we want to go for the Quake first? I think I'm going to single target attack into the Quake. Let's aim this at Rocket, and hopefully this lands all the way to Quake as well. Unfortunately, we didn't get all the target value there, but Quake is very, very close to dying. So next turn, along with Iron Man's area of effect, we should be able to, clip Quake down. Okay, oh my gosh, we got some beautiful lineups here. I'm actually going to use this on Captain America to see if we can get him down, maybe if it crits. Very, very close. Very, very close. Okay, who do you want to attack next? Maybe, Captain America? Oh, there are quite a few interesting little plays here. I think I'm going to use the ultimate on Captain America, because he's not going to die. Oh no, he blocked it! Oh, what a pain in the ass. Okay, that is very, very annoying. Right, let's get Quake down. Oh man, that is such a, I didn't account for the block there. What a noob mistake. But as you can see, the team's decimated. Let's hope we get the chain on Iron Man here. And there we go. Oh gosh, that was absolutely heart-wrenching, man. That really, you know, whenever I miss out on pretty much the perfect Gamora turn, I always die a little bit inside, just because I want that crazy value. But let's get the defense down on Spider-Man there and finish this one off. And after this match, we got the lag again, so we're gonna quickly restart the game. And yeah, sorry about this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so Captain America is down. The victory has been won against Spider-Man. That combo just absolutely carrying us through there. So let's go ahead. We're going to quickly restart Marvel Strike Force, and we'll be right back in just a second. We have returned, and hopefully this time with no combat lag. So I thought in terms of the next matchup, we should maybe try and go for the one that's probably going to be the most awkward. So I think this one, there's a lot of single target burst damage on the enemy team. The Winter Soldier, Crossbones, Korath, Black Panther, they were all a bit of a pain in the ass turn 1. So yeah, let's jump in and see how we fare against this one, because there are some very, very other easy teams, and I thought, you know, it's not fair. We need a good little challenge here, something to hopefully put this team and our main man Spider-Man to the test. Right, let's have a look at the setup. So I think, in terms of who you want to get down, Crossbones is definitely a priority here. We don't want to nuke into the Black Panther first, because we don't want him getting a crazy ultimate. But I think I'm going to target this at Thor, just to make sure we get the defense down guaranteed, and we've got it on 4 targets here. I'm going to use the Torn Up on Captain America, just so that none of my main damage dealers can get sniped. And here we are going to unleash Iron Man's ultimate, hopefully on Crossbones. Right, that's going to be pretty tasty, man. We got some great damage there. Going to line up, hopefully, a sick turn with Gamora as well. Okay, who's going to be problematic next turn? I think we're going to go for the Black Panther snipe next. Yeah, let's just get that slow out of the picture. And hopefully have a very, very valuable turn here with Gamora. We're going to use the ultimate on Black Panther. Then hopefully cleave down the Crossbones, and hopefully that hits Thor as well. And lay into him. Now let's get the stun and slow on the Winter Soldier. And yeah, at this point the match is done. It's wrapped up. Again, the combo that Spider-Man enables with characters that have incredibly high damage output right from the get-go is just so valuable, man. So incredibly valuable. So yeah, if you weren't already aware of that, if you weren't already on the Spider-Man hype train, hopefully now you are full on board. I think we'll go with this one. We got Kingpin. Kingpin might slow it down a little bit, but I feel like as well with this team, everybody's going to be dead before Kingpin can use his defense up, or they're going to be on the cusp of death, I would say. I think Luke Cage is a bigger annoyance to this team than Kingpin is. Right, let's go for Quake. Get defense down on the 3 targets that I was looking to nuke anyway. Hopefully the shield hits all 3 of them. Iron Man's ultimate, that's going to get Quake down and line up Punisher perfectly for Gamora's execution. Actually, this might be a little bit of a struggle to get down. Yeah, unfortunately not quite. However, I think we are going to wrap up Iron Fist now, and that prevents him from using his ultimate. Let's use the single target attacking on Punisher. Oh no, I was hoping to get him down. Oh, unfortunately not. Captain America couldn't pull quite enough weight there. But as long as we get Iron Fist down, yeah, I think with Captain America's torn, even if Iron Fist does get to his turn, we're going to be able to mitigate a lot of that. Let's clean up now on Gamora. Get a bit more damage there on the Iron Fist. Oh, man, I love Gamora as well. Just so satisfying watching her clean up a fight, and it's so much easier with the Spider-Man synergy as well. I think Black, you know, there are so many ways. Defense down is such a valuable mechanic for any character to have, and there are so many different ways that you can take advantage of it. But one of the ways that we've demonstrated here today is just big damage characters immediately. The synergy with Gamora and Winter Soldier and Iron Man is so incredibly tasty, and I absolutely love it. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comments below, have you leveled up your Spider-Man, and if you're using him in Blitz, what combo characters are you building into the team to really kind of make use and maximum effectiveness of that defense down? Let me know in the comments section below. But apart from that, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, feel free to smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. But apart from that, thank you very much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.